can't cage me for long. You used to be quick.
Fear is the first of many foes. A weakling.
You used to be quick.
Cover going out.
Alright, welcome ladies and gentlemen. We are knee-deep into the grand finals of 2 SMCHS Eagles matches this day. We are looking in today, we're going to be switching between the finals of Valorant between SMCHS Eagles, of course, and PISD, which ironically is also our opponent over League of Legends, where we're going to be bouncing between these 2 games to see what's going on with them as well. This is Division 1 Valorant.
30 seconds left.
This is our varsity team. And we are already off to a troubling start, looks like, as they are here with a 0-2 deficit. This team has a long history together. They've been facing off each other at
10 seconds left.
At every season, throughout the season.
Spike planted.
Big kill there by Glorious Go. So yeah, try this re-entry onto Ascent. So this is a big one for our varsity. We are here to figure out if this is going to be their chance. Get some redemption.
One enemy remaining.
Hey, and look at that! They've cleared sight, and we are good. We have ourselves the clearance to get things going.
Team Ace.
Varsity gets their first win. Things are looking on the up and up. But folks, we are trying to focus most of the time today. We've actually seen a lot of Valorant throughout the season here, and we haven't had a chance to really get a look at our league team, which has absolutely been playing fantastic all season long. So we're going to be bouncing over to them in a moment. Just want to give you a quick update that this game that we currently are showing right now can also be viewed on VHL's Twitch. So that's VHL.TV Twitch. I don't know the exact site, but you can go and check it out. The latest in what is going on in this game. And we'll come back for updates in a little bit. But now we are going to be switching over to League of Legends, where they have finally got things together, and they're going to be starting. Actually, I'm not doing it quite yet. We're going to wait till their loading screens come up. So yeah, let's focus here on Valorant. Sorry for that, folks. And you can see here that they're continuing to get their setups here. But man, these teams have played each other so much. They just know each other's games so very well. You can see that Burrow is playing on Sam. He is the captain for the varsity team. And it looks like we already have a loss. Looks like Kona has already been dropped. It's off of A side.
You should run.
Flash. From page 8, and you can see him get drunk here. And they are going to make positions, so our boys are going to have to sit off the site for a little bit.
Right here.
Spike planted.
We're currently watching Dominic here, Glorious Go. Off their IGL, their highest player as an Ascendant. He's really talented, so let's see if he can pull something off here. I think I'm incorrect. I actually think that yep, Kona is playing Cypher, so that was not him that died early. I'm not sure who died right off the bat early.
Last player standing.
Oof. That's how fast it can happen here, folks, man. They're looking one direction, and as soon as these guys see each other's head pixels, it instantly just pops right off. It looks like Dom was trying to fall back to save.
The vaccine towards at least one of us.
Try and
Need a drop.
preserve the gun that he bought that round without needing to buy a new gun. And he just got picked off. It's unfortunate there. So
Yes, this should
they
go.
have to come out at this with
Oh, this is
a
a
bit
nice
of a down
spot.
advantage in their economy. They
That goes there.
economy to buy the
This goes here. Oh, this is a nice spot.
He plays
Eyes up.
this is Reagan here. He plays the role of Sentinel, which is highly defensive, so he's going to be kind of just making sure that he can keep them off of B as long as possible. So if there's anyone you want to have the gun, it's the Sentinel. He's basically playing there alone for the Oh, and he caught them using their knife. That is their enemy KO knife on site B there. Just trying to make sure that just trying to make sure that things are going on there. Sorry about that. We're still not ready on the League of Legends game yet. So, you know, that knife, it meant that they were scouting out B to see if there was anyone there. But they haven't made any moves yet, so it's just playing the waiting game. Alright, so it looks like they're putting a lot of emphasis on A. They just used a lot of recon on A, and Kona is switching over there to try and see what's going on. And that is
30 seconds left.
might have been a pretty don't know if they're actually going in on A yet. We dropped that smoke to try and slow them down.
Flashback.
They're trying to
Got you. Cage trigger. Cage.
10 seconds left. Spike planted.
The ISD just barely gets the clamp down. They were trying for sight denial so long on that one, but now it's a whole
Right here.
ball game. Only two players
Deploying drone.
there trying to make sure that they can try and maybe get some two, and they can try entry. Save. Yeah, but that looks like exactly what they're going to do. They are falling back.
Last player standing.
And they get picked off the market. Two players get picked off the market. They maybe tried to rotate out too slowly.
Just let them try to catch me.
Oh man, I hate to leave our varsity team here where they're in dire straits, but this is a best out of 3 series, so we'll see more from these guys. And again, you can pick up the team over on VHL.GG Twitch. You can check out their Twitch and you can catch it live there. But we are transitioning over to League of Legends, where our varsity team has been, we only have one team. Our team has been having one heck of a season. These guys have had some interesting developments, man. They currently have one of their starting players actually in the hospital. So God bless wherever you are, Justin. We hope for the best for you and hope that things are coming out well. And I'm sure the teammates and everyone here at esports are continuing to pray and wish for the best for you. But we do have backups. We have James coming in and playing support for the team still, and it looks like he's going to be playing Nautilus to go along with the Ezreal. We've actually had a little bit of an interesting start here to this League of Legends game. The pick ban process is normally done ahead of time, and they normally go through this process just to make sure that there's no last-minute dramas and they can figure things out. But for whatever reason, I think the teams agreed that they wanted to do it in person, and it led to some very interesting surprises. As you can see there at the top of the enemy bans on the right-hand side, they have banned Shen, and they have banned oh boy. All right, looking things up for Maokai. This is a good start here. We'll get into that in a moment. So they went ahead and they banned Shen and they banned Garen. For those that are not familiar with League of Legends, these are two top laners. There's three lanes in League of Legends, and people are responsible for different parts of the map. So our top laner, Titus, typically he absolutely dominates as Shen. That's by far his favorite. But you know, throughout 2 seasons now, every team has figured out, wait, this guy is a Shen main. We're gonna ban Shen, and we're gonna make it really hard for him to play his game. So they went ahead and did that again this time. They banned his Shen, and they also figured out that his backup is Garen. So they are like specifically targeting Titus to try and slow him down. And team captain Daniel Lee, who plays mid, who's playing Yasuo this game, is typically the kill leader on this team, and he's often playing Zed or Echo, a few other players, and I think they're thinking, all right, we know Daniel's going to get his, but if we can slow down Titus a little bit and make sure that the tank role, which is usually what you get from top lane, is a little bit underpowered, this might give them a little bit of an advantage. I think this might be the strategy PISD is going for here. But to continue on with the drama that went on pregame, we also had some interesting setbacks when we were picking our ADC, because typically in a ranked match like this, you pick ban based off of like what champion you absolutely want to lock in first. And after Shen and Garen were gone, Titus needed he needed Maokai, and he needed Maokai bad. So the team went ahead and picked Maokai right away. Just the next team that he could play, the next character that he could play, the next character up. So they got him all set up and they got things going. And then when he didn't actually get to pick his own hero because he wasn't first in the order. So it was our ADC Noah that picked for him. So when he was picking for Noah, he picked Ezreal for Noah, not realizing that Noah's account does not have Ezreal unlocked. And Noah does have some experience playing Ezreal, even though his account doesn't have unlocked. So that was kind of the setback there. They had to rebuild the game. Noah had to buy Ezreal right quick with his extra gems, and now we're all set and we're ready to go. You can see there that our jungler is starting top lane. Our jungler Eric has been on and off with a few characters, but he's been a pretty decent Hecarim play when he can get in there. And top lane here has went ahead and helped leash for him a little bit at that red buff in the jungle. Even though there's 3 lanes, one of the positions is actually completely outside of lane, and you can see in the bottom right hand corner of the screen there is the minimap. We could see that the blue guy, Hecarim is his name, is kind of just wandering around in that space in between lanes, killing different camps of enemies in there. And it's not the enemy team; these are neutral creeps that he's killing just to level up. So to kind of help him out, we had Titus help him out a little bit and give him a little boost so that it can be an easier start for him through the jungle. Titus is up in lane now, and you can see that they're going back and forth with a little bit of harass here. Honestly, the Titus might have stayed a little bit too long at the jungle. He didn't lose any creeps, it looks like, for XP, but he wasn't in good position for last hitting and for harassing the enemy team. Laning phase in League of Legends is one of the slower parts of the game. Oh, and we already have a kill on bottom lane. The bottom lane support has gone ahead and taken out Noah on Ezreal. Looks like there was a gank there from the enemy jungle, so they are pushing some early pressure there. And a gank this early is really unexpected usually. You would have to be very confident. And it looks like they're still going at it. James is still going at it. He's trying to catch the guy who got the kill. And they go ahead and secure the kill. Looks like they went out and took out the enemy... I can't tell who that is. They took out the enemy jungler by the looks of it, who was trying to escape the gank that he just committed by going in the mid, and they caught him in mid and made him and punished him for going for that early gank. And oh man, they are using that energy to continue to push on bottom and beat up on bottom. It looks like with Eric's help, he came in from the jungle. Now that there is no enemy jungler around, they knew it was a safe bet to try and pinch in and go for the gank on bottom lane, and they went ahead and killed the enemy support. So good job there, boys. That was excellent work there. Up in here, oh, tough one up here for top though, man. Titus has been struggling. He fell behind early, as I was mentioning earlier on. He fell behind a little bit in lane pressure when he was a little bit late to lane, and he wasn't able to get last hits, and more importantly, he wasn't able to get any harass off on the enemy. So he's been playing down HP, and for him to get that close against the enemy top laner under those conditions is fantastic. I mean, he really was able to. He's really able to turn some things around there, but it's gonna be a long hill when you fall behind in a lane like this. But he's doing a good job making sure he gets all these free creep lanes while he can. He goes ahead and puts down a ward that's going to help ensure that he doesn't get ganked by the enemy jungler when the enemy jungler tries to come in. And here is the enemy top laner returning. So this is the last free wave that he gets of XP, and now it's going to be a fight. So he is going to wander a little bit because his creep wave is so deep. When when you're taking control of a lane, part of the game within the game, is just controlling where the creeps are locating. So you can see that there is a wave of those little minions, right, that are fighting, and they're going back and forth, hurting each other. But when you're playing as the champion, right, you can think of that you're like the commander of this little army. You want to make sure that you're the one getting the last hit on each of those enemy creeps. All those creeps that are low HP, he wants to get those last hits because that means gold in his inventory. So right there, he gets 2 kills. You can see 21 gold popped up for each, and he's looking golden. In contrast, right, where the creep wave is located is really important for trying to figure out how you want this game to work out, because when you're able to have the creep wave in the position that's advantageous for you, it's easier to farm, it's a safer bet, and you can harass the enemy more convincingly there. Oh, and that's exactly what's going on here. They're going back and forth with skills a little bit just underneath Titus's tower, which helps ensure that the enemy can't really push too far in there. If the enemy tried to fight underneath the tower there, he would be taking a load of damage, and he does not want to do that. So he backed away, and Titus was able to clear his wave. I think Titus kind of wants it here for now, right? When you're a little bit behind, you can get a little bit of harass like he did right there to help get himself a win. And he can go ahead and get a few creep kills for free without losing too much. So they're going back and forth harass. Titus has the HP advantage. This is great for him, and he's kind of controlling the minion wave, but he's not getting all the last kills. All the last hits he wants in there. He missed a kill there. Oh, and he goes. Looks like our jungler was deep there, and there is a fight going down in the enemy jungle. It looks like we took out their enemy jungler again. Good job. They are still fighting here. It looks like they're fighting the enemy's mid lane, and it looks like the enemy's support has made it here too. And the top laner has made it here. So everyone's here. Everyone's trying to fight. Everyone's trying to take advantage of this. But our boys are a little bit deep. This is not great. Get away. Get away. All right, we lost one. This actually that might be the best case scenario in that situation. I mean, it might have been even better if Hecarim was in there and getting those kills like he is right now. Go, Hecarim, go. He's getting those kills. He's dropping them down. Everyone's come. Their enemy, it looks like their Scorpion is back. Oh, I can't remember his name off the top of my head. Is their jungler, and he is back from his first death and is now trying to clear everyone out. And yeah, they go ahead and kill Eric out of the jungle. So you know, a little bit of a miscommunication there by the team, right? If Eric was staying with the team that whole time, I think they might have been able to clean the board of all those enemy players before Scorpion Boy returned for the enemy team and cleaned up Eric. But yeah, it's one of those things, right? You know, this is the aspect of teamwork in esports that is so important. You need to push together, you need to pull together, you need to know when we're retreating. And, you know, getting that chemistry down, making the right calls, making the right decisions as a team takes a lot more work than just you know, going with instinct and hoping it works out. So, you know, our boys here obviously well practiced. They've been playing together for a while, and even then, you know, there's some room for improvement. There's little things, and you look back at it and you're like, oh man, if only I had thought about that, maybe that would have been the better play there. You can see things are calming down a little bit here as everyone is returning to their lane. Hecarim is our Hecarim. Eric is back in the jungle, trying to kill those neutral camps as best he can. Daniel's in mid lane. Looks like Daniel's might have been suffering a little bit in mid lane. It looks like he's teleporting back, which either means he's ready to buy or he's not happy about where his health is at. He's half health, so whenever you return back to town, you can fill up to max health and buy new items. So they're kind of resetting there. James on support, who's playing Nautilus, is creeping around near the dragon area. It looks like he's trying to get some vision down to help make sure that things are safe and perhaps getting ready for a gank. Both him and Eric, our jungler, are in the river. I'm looking down in the mini-map if you want to follow along with me. Unfortunately, we don't have control to switch camera angles from our advantage here. This is just the situation we're in with the technology. But yeah, you can kind of see what's going on there. And yeah, they pinched bottom. Yeah, so our support, there's that big play that we love it. Thank you, Titus, for getting us that scene there. They are pushing in hard on this one. We got there first with our jungler. Their jungler is coming to try and save it. It's too little too late. Yasuo is there from mid. We are cleaning up on bottom, and the boys come along with a few big kills. This puts them up on kill lead 10-7. And of course, with every kill comes so many advantages. They are up on they're up on advantages on money. They're up on advantages on kills and momentum. They're up on so many things. This is just a great situation. And we went ahead and got a few armor plates off the enemy tower there, which means that we're kind of damaging their tower a little bit. Remember, those towers could do so much damage if you fight under them. And with the tower, if we could get the towers gone, we can push our wave into their base and eventually take their nexus. But early in the game, there are armor plates, which you could break for a little bit of extra gold, which is a nice little advantage here. So, you know, our Eagles are in a good place against PISD over here in League. Let's go and do a quick transition over to Valorant. We're going to just peek in on how they're doing there.
Ready.
And you can see that our team here, this is not the best situation to be in. They fell behind early in the defensive round. And they just...
Cover going out. Shadows traveling.
Standing ahead.
Early entry onto
Here.
Spike planted.
take.
Shut down.
This is one thing that PISD is well.
Stay down.
Oh, but we get a quick headshot there by Tori. So
Reloading.
picked off there. And they are coming in.
Last player standing.
On site. One on site from all angles. No one is too far behind by themselves. This is again a lost round for us. So, you know, this team has had our number in
I survived the destruction. I will survive them.
All season long, all year long. So this might be a tough comeback for the boys to get on this one. But we're not done.
Out of charges.
They are playing a best of 3 series, including 2 maps that we have taken them to the wall with several times. Sunset and Lotus. So we'll be checking back in on this game later, and hopefully we get a good
Let's
showing
fly.
in this second half of the first game. But even if we don't, we got 2 more maps to make up with. Hopefully it'll work out. Head back over to the Legends. We can see that there's a huge fight going on in the mid lane here. Titus meeting up with Eric, meeting up with Daniel, and they just took out 2 players. The jungler and the top laner. You can see their death timers and grayed out just above the mini map on the right there. Looks like the enemy top laner just came back. So another couple big kills from our boys, and our boys are up now 13-9. And man, this is just a great position to be in. So a quick analysis of where the 2 teams are at. Our team has Yasuo, who is an absolute monster late in the game. Yasuo can completely carry a game. There's a role in this game called attack damage carry, ADC, and Noah, who's playing Ezreal, the blonde-haired guy, is on bottom lane, and that's the ADC role. That is the typical ADC role, and Ezreal's great at that. But Yasuo as a mid laner, if he has some early success, can just be a wrecking ball later in the game, and I think that's what we might be seeing as this game progresses here. And I think that was maybe a good pick by the SMCHES Eagles here by going ahead and picking a mid laner that can not only dominate early on, but like totally carry the game late game if left unchecked. Where this could be a good thing for the Eagles. Oh, we see some back and forth going on here on top lane. You can see Titus is backing off from that little exchange a little bit. Probably a good call. He has the ability to heal, and the enemy champion Set does not. This is just what part of the skills within their pool. So the heal is very minor, but it's enough to mean that that little exchange was definitely in Titus's favor because he's already healed back all the damage he's taken. Whereas the enemy Set is still struggling a little bit. Set's getting his farm on, but this is that was a good exchange for him. To follow up what I was saying earlier with the mid laners, Yasuo is an absolute beast mid lane late game, but the enemy he's going up against, LeBlanc, is the enemy mid laner. LeBlanc is scary early game. She has some of the highest burst damage in the game. She can absolutely obliterate someone on the enemy team. And later in the game, we might see her doing just that, trying to go for our ADC. Poor Noah's gonna have himself his hands full with that kind of pressure. But she does drop off a little bit late game, where her ability to make enemies explode just kind of drops off a little bit as you know, everyone gets a higher health pool and more armor and things like that. So man, we have a great exchange going on in mid, and we like everything about that situation. So the fact that Yasuo is doing good. Oh, a little bit of a janky move there by Titus. It looks like the enemy set was like thinking, you know what, I want to go back and buy it. And Titus caught him, saw him out of the corner of his eye trying to teleport back. So he goes up and it's like, yeah, you're not leaving this lane yet. Come and play for a little bit. So they're going for another exchange, and Titus is kind of waiting here in the wings, but it looks like they're both going to recall now and buy their items. And Titus goes ahead and buys his first major item here. It looks like he bought the Sunfire Cape, so it's a tank item. It's an armor item, but it does a little bit more than just tank. It does a little bit of damage around him that is really useful in long, prolonged fights against enemies. It just kind of whittles down their health little bit by little bit. And that, you know, sometimes you just need that extra little burst. It also is not bad for push to the lane as well, as he can control the minion wave and put a little bit more pressure on the minion wave with every single tick. But more importantly, it provides health and armor. This is, you know, Titus here is playing a tank. He needs to control that. Looking down in the mini map at the bottom right, you can see we have a bunch of our team looking down at that spot in the bottom river. There's an enemy jungle enemy jungle creep that spawns there called the dragon. And the dragon is one of the more powerful objectives in the game, because when you go and kill the dragon, you get a buff that helps your team throughout the entire game. That is the third dragon our team has killed. And not only does that come with a bunch of gold, but it comes with that buff that we were talking about, putting our boys in position to have power throughout that game. So good job with Eric on the jungling there. Good job on the support from bottom and mid. All three of them are meeting up in mid. The junglers and the bottom laners are now putting pressure in mid. And man, Daniel's just free farming on bottom. Dude, the enemy team's got to rethink what they're doing here, because you're going to allow Yasuo to free farm. You're going to allow Yasuo to take a free tower. You're going to be asking for a world of pain later on. And yeah, they got a few kills here in mid. Titus went ahead and teleported in mid to try and help out his boys. But you know, this is not necessarily the exchange that they wanted, because it's still kind of hurting their late game prospects by letting that Yasuo get powerful. And you can see, man, set. The enemy can't even get back in the lane. Titus is preventing him from getting in the lane, saying, "Yay, you want to come back in the lane? Take a little bit of harass along the way as you do, and let's bring that health bar down a bit." So Titus is back in lane. Mid lane is still crazy, man. Oh, the enemy team really wants that tower, man. This is going to be their first tower if they pull it off, and they need that gold bump, but I don't know if they're going to get it just yet. Yeah, we fed them off again, and James there getting a huge kill as Nautilus. Congratulations on putting them boys down and making sure things are going good for us. This is exactly where we wanted our team to be. That was a good delay. We're delaying the enemy team getting that gold, which means they're going to be underpowered for just a little bit longer, allowing us to get a push in mid. Right now, we got 3 gamers in mid again, and again, Yasuo is free farming on bottom lane. This is just going to be absolutely the best for SMCHS. Let's go, Eagles! All right. So they're backing off in mid. Titus is backing off on top. You know, when a push is happening like that, and these guys are just doing it great. This is what's called a split push. They put pressure on every lane, making it so that that's part of what allowed Daniel to free farm on bottom. Because if they left top lane, then Titus would be able to take down the turret there. If they left mid lane, then our boys would be able to push even further there. It looks like they got a tower in that last push as well. So, and of course, the enemy decided, okay, they decided the lesser of the two evils was to let bottom lane farm, and Yasuo is happy to take advantage of all of that. So this is gonna be an interesting late game, but man, these guys are playing fantastic. They're putting themselves in a great position to win. Titus is absolutely dominating this lane. Set can't even stay in lane. He comes up, he gets harassed, and has to walk away again. Please, please, please! I want my creep wave under my tower. That's the only way I'm gonna get any creep scores right now. And Titus has got an impressive creep score. 151 creeps for him already. Remember, every time he kills a creep, that's what that score at the top right means. That 151, now 152, now 153, 154 means is that he's getting gold for every single one of those kills and making himself more powerful. That's money he could spend on better items. That's money he could spend to buy more wards for his team, and he's building up a nice money advantage over the enemy Set, who I'm sure is behind on his creep score right now. All right, looks like a big fight is about to go down in mid. Set is missing from top. Nope, he's not. He's keeping Titus company, but in mid lane, all four of our oh wait, nope, Ezreal's not there. All three of our boys have gotten together. Hecarim is there. Nautilus is there. They're there to support Daniel, who continues to punish them on bottom lane. And looks like he's taking a tower down there since last we looked. And we're taking control of their jungle. You can see we have little dots, little blue dots all throughout that area that they're fighting right now. That means our team's put a bunch of wards down. We have complete control of their jungle, and we have eyes on everything. Oh, and they're flashing over the wall. They're going to go and try and get that kill on the enemy Skarner. Skarner has gone down. Scorpion Boy I was talking about earlier has gone down. Oh, and the fight is still going on. Set tries to push it back. Titus is teleported in. This is a total team fight. They're going for it here. They wipe another one. Set's dead. Oh, and they're continuing the push. Oh, there's another one that Aphelios just disappeared. Their ADC disappeared. That's an entire team wipe. Hecarim with the triple kill, quadra kill, and they're going to go ahead and get a big push here. SMCHS is taking this tower. They've taken this inhibitor. They might even take out one of the base towers, the Nexus towers off this. For those that are not aware, this game is all about trying to kill that big building right there, that big red building. Everything we're doing is ultimately about that big red building. Every buff we take, every tower we take makes it easier to take that. And now that they've gone ahead and cleared bottom lane here, this means that our minion wave has little stopping them from pushing into that enemy base every single time. And when you take out that second building, the inhibitor, the one after the tower, that means that you are able to even push further in because you get an empowered minion every single wave that helps push that wave faster. So all of that split pushing has really paid off. Yasuo pushed them really deep. Everyone got really powerful for that fight, and things are looking good. We're going to take this minute to go and just check in right quick on our boys over in Valorant that have finished up their first match. And you know, it was actually a pretty impressive comeback. Remember, they were down 9-3 at the half, and they were able to pull 5 more wins on the attack here to give themselves an impressive little push. You can see we had a great game out of Glorious Goat, a good game out of Kragon, Chris Rigoni there, and that's actually both the Rigoni boys. That's Dominic Rigoni at the top, who's had himself a fantastic season. But yeah, we need a little bit more from Sam, Ran, and Reagan. Who, Reagan actually had himself a decent game, but we don't really see more from Sam and Ran. And man, they just had their numbers clocked this game, so hopefully that is not a sign of things to come. But remember, this is just the beginning of a best-of-3 series. The Valorant game is now going to be switching over to Sunset. We actually played Sunset against this team in a tournament over winter break, or at the very beginning of the second semester at least. And it was a really close match, man. Let me tell you, those guys took it down to the wire. I believe believe it went into overtime. It was a little bit of a heartbreaking loss, and even then, we weren't playing with our full team. Sam wasn't able to make it with that, so we had a substitution player, a substitute in its place. So maybe now with the full team, a little bit more time and patience, this might be the turnaround that the Valorant team needs. We're going to head back over to League of Legends now. Hopefully our boys in Valorant will pick this up and do some awesome work in Game 2. And you can see that looking over here, things are going well still. You can see there a huge chunk of change for our team and for Titus there, who just got himself a big chunk for taking out a tower. The towers are down. All the lane towers are down for the enemy in every lane. We still have all of our towers on top lane, one tower in mid, all of our towers on bottom lane, and we're just dominating every single lane right now. So Ezreal shoots his ult down lane. He's trying to pick up some easy minion kills. Hey, he goes ahead and pings an enemy and hits an enemy along the way as well. So putting a little bit of damage on them. But the enemy team knows what's coming next, man. This game is all about SMCH. While we're away, it looks like they took the other big powerful. No, they didn't. No, they did not take Roshan. I am mistaken there. Not Roshan, Nasher. A little bit of a Dota reference there. So our boys are pushing hard mid. They have their ults ready. They have buffs from the dragons. Not quite the ult we were hoping there from Titus. Titus, I think, was hoping to get more of them. But we are fighting deep under these towers. We don't even care about these towers. They're going ahead and taking out some people. We're taking the tower shirts. We're taking the tower down. We're going ahead and killing more of their players. LeBlanc goes ahead and takes out Eric, our Hecarim. But there goes Skarner. This puts them down 2 deaths to 1 death. SMCH is doing good. PhD is trying to fight back. Oh, and he's deep. Go ahead and get that kill, Titus. Lear looking hot there. And he's continuing to put on that pressure. Set's going to have to run away. It is their inhibitor to take. The other enemy team runs away in jungle. There's nothing they can do. And we go ahead and get an easy inhibitor kill. And it looks like they're going to try and put more pressure on the base towers here. You can see that there's a broken tower. And they're killing the Nexus tower right now, and I think they might be able to take it out. Maybe Titus go for the finishing hit on the tower. Oh, they're getting the kills. They don't even care. Let the minions do the work. And Titus is now all alone, man. This is the power of the tank, man. They are so hard to kill. He's just gonna fight these 3 guys for a little bit, and 4 guys. They're gonna watch him as his health goes down. Oh, he might even get a kill here. No, Titus, say it ain't so. Oh, he's tried so hard. That enemy Brawn is also one of the enemy tanks. The Set is the tank that he was fighting top lane, and he wasn't able to get any of them. But now you can see what an absolute mess it is for the enemy team. Titus is unkillable. He could just walk around wherever he wants at this point. The enemy team is getting bullied around. This is going to be a win for SMCHS unless there is something desperately bad that goes down to change this game around. You can see from the game score on the top right, it is 23-27. That means that the enemy team has gotten 23 kills and our boys have gotten 27 kills. And we could see Titus's stats there. 1 kill, 2 assists. I'm sorry, 2 deaths and 14 assists. His role as the tank is not to get those kills. It's to do what we just saw right there on stream, to take all that damage and laugh at the enemy as they try and take him down. So that inevitably leads to a lot of assists. Our boys doing his thing. Over here, whoa, I don't know what's going on with this camera, but we can see that there's a fight going on in this jungle. This is not the wisest fight for SM to take right now. Okay, well, it's working out. It was originally a 4v5. That means there was 4 enemies to only 5 of us because Titus had not spawned in yet. But as soon as Titus spawned in, he teleported in, and now the enemy is running away. They don't want anything to do with Titus. They don't want anything to do with the full the SMCHS team there. They were hoping to win a quick 4v5, and they didn't. They lost, and they did not lose pretty, man. We're going to go ahead and wipe up a few kills here. Titus is taking some damage. Titus goes down, but it doesn't matter. They are nailing the Nexus base there. You can see the health bar on that big tower goes down, and it explodes. The Nexus goes down, and SM wins game 1. Good job for SM. This is exactly what we were hoping to see here. We wanted to see a convincing win there, and it is everything we wanted. So, SM, congratulations on winning Game 1 for League of Legends. Valorant did not win Game 1. That is okay. We'll see if they do better Game 2. We're going to take a quick break here while the two teams reset, and we'll catch you in a few minutes. All right, and we're back here on SMCHS Twitch. Thank you for tuning in. For those that are watching, we're hoping to have ourselves another wonderful game here, and you know, we'll see how things go. You can see that we are starting here with Valorant. Our Valorant team is taking it on to Sunset, and man, this is where we're really hoping to turn things around. You know, the enemy team has kind of had our number a little bit all year on Ascent, so you know, I think we might have known that was going to happen, but we've had really great matches against them on Sunset and on Lotus. Those are the two maps up to play, so we're hoping to see some fantastic stuff here for our team. This is where they really want to turn it around. And you can see here, this is basically a mirror match. If you go ahead and look at the top banner there, you can see that both teams basically have the exact same agents picked, with the difference of Raze versus Jet. And actually, I kind of like the Raze pick a little bit more. The Raze is just a really good addition to this map, and there's a lot of things she could do that Jet cannot. You know, one thing that's different about our team is our boys have
Cage trigger.
especially some of our top players. There's maybe 3 or 4 teams they can play. So you can see here that Sam is not our DPS discount. It is in fact it is Dominic that is playing as our DPS. And SM is going here for an early switch over A site and now pushing on to B site. Looks like right there. The plant. They went ahead and used Wingman. That is one of Gecko's abilities that allows you to plant the spike without actually having to go on site. So they're able to plant that spike without having to risk their lives through that smoke. You can see that they were looking through a enemy smoke there for a bit. So that could be a...
Eagle-eyed.
Kona sneaking
One
around
enemy remaining.
Site by,
Long.
they get the flash gosh! And SM gets round 1.
Cool.
Good job.
Very cool.
Yeah, man, they had all the right plays there. And you can see they took some time taking on the site there. They knew that if they were going to try to make that happen, that they were going to get that kill easy. One thing that SM did really well there is by sending that wingman in the plan, they forced the enemy team to have to kind of like not go for the defuse right away. Because if they go into defuse, even if they smoke up, these guys know exactly where they're going. They know exactly where that enemy's head is going to be, and they'll just spray right through the smoke to make sure that they get that kill.
Go get him. Go get him, buddy.
Cover going out.
Satchel out.
Alright, so it looks like we're trying to make some progress on the B side again. They are deep on B. We have a gun advantage right now thanks to that opening round, pistol round win. And they're taking every chance they hear to make it happen. Now they're waiting off-site. They have their sprays ready in case they try and defuse. And you know what? Someone gets killed.
One enemy remaining.
Alright.
Reloading.
Reloading.
Yeah. Nice. Going up with the kill as the enemy Gecko tries to peek his head through the smoke. The enemy is pretty cautious here. I mean, you know, there's not a lot that they could do. In that round, they don't have a gun that can spray through the smoke, so they can't get SM out of the smoke. SM was spraying through every bit of smoke that they can, so that means that we can go ahead and kill them if they tried to defuse. So SM, we went and played that round perfectly. We made sure that they weren't going to be able to defuse. All they could do was try and fight through their own smoke to try and kill us. And what the boys are shaking it up here a little bit. They are now making a play on A site to see if we can't try and push them a little bit off a little bit. So this is going to give us a chance to get a little bit deeper here. And we're starting to see some of the perspectives of the other players now. Glorious go here. This Dom trying to get in there and see if they can do it, but they're kind of in an intel gathering stage. They want to make a play on A, it looks like, but they're hoping to find a pick. They're hoping to waste some of the enemy's utility. They're hoping for something to make sure that we can do that. And it looks like we lost the breach somewhere along the way. So playing a man down. So it's real cautious play here. Peek every angle. We're not going to give them. We've got some info on where breach is. They're going to go ahead and smoke that off. And we're going to take a real slow entry here. Photo goes ahead and gets oh my god, Zombie is popping off there, getting the kill from Hero.
My eyes are down.
They stopped her.
Kona is trying to peek around here and is...
One enemy remaining.
He gets a kill once, he gets a kill on the other, and Kona cleaned it up for another SM win. This is what we're talking about. This is what we do here at SM. Oh, that's exactly what we want, man. This is a good spot to be.
This goes here.
Convincing performance there on the opening for SM. As that was the first real round. Both teams had equal advantage to assault the heavy machine guns, right? And yeah, even with the better guns, the PISD was not able to keep up with SM's plan. SM again is hitting B. They know they have the gun advantage, and I think this is every single time. Because PISD had more guns that round and lost, they have no ego. Oh, Zombie going to 1 second. Rocket launcher. Tries to get he's trying to fight them all himself, but he ends up getting taken down in the process. And the remaining 3 are going back, and it looks like they are giving up the B site. All that ground game, and they know that the enemy team is swarming the B site right now. so it's going to be a free plant on A. So, you know, it's a smart switch. Our team wanted to
I must wait a moment.
try and put down the spike and be able to spray through and all that. I think they lost their wingman, which is the ability that allowed them to plant the spike. And when that happened, they decided, you know what? Let's plant the spike, retreat.
Enemy A.
One enemy remaining.
Look at them cleaning up those kills.
Cage
They had the map control. They needed that. They took the position well. Smart plays there by SM.
Can I get a drop?
And I think when Dom was going super deep on the enemy team there, using his rocket launcher, trying to take him on 2-on-3, his hope was like,
There.
I know I'm going to take out one.
There.
I might take out two, but as long as I keep them occupied long enough, it lets my teammates grab the spike, retreat on the B site, and make the play that we just saw unfold there. So
There.
good job all around for getting the position we wanted. This is exactly where we're they're not going to play. They're not going to down mid. And so many deaths are happening so quick. You already see that 2 are down on mid for both teams. And mid control is so important on this map because if you can take mid, you can rotate into any site with ease. It's actually really scary. If you
I have retrieved the spike.
But I think after that big melee, that big burst of action in mid, our team is backing up a little bit, just trying to see if maybe the other team overcommits to mid now and gives us a free entry on the site. They are scouting out both locations. You can see that. You can see that our Raze, who's Dominic, was checking out B side a little bit to see if he could hear anything, but he's now joined the team over on A side. They're going quietly and slowly, making sure that they got caught.
Spike down
Kona
A.
is down. He was taking out 2 spots at once.
I have the spike. Spike planted.
I'm sorry. Dom is going.
Oh yeah! Monster on the loose!
Satchel out.
Last player standing.
Oh, he doesn't get the kill on Vincent the Bot. It's not a good spot for us. They're gonna try. Hey, a tough kill there, but you know what? This is absolutely okay.
Wait until I
Their
blind
first
them
loss,
to
that means
strike.
they don't get as much gold that round. But you know what? So many wins in a row, they're still buying guns. They still have a great eco round, a great economy right now. That was the first time. That was the second fight with full eco on both teams. So we've had one clear win for SM, one clear win for PISD when they both have guns. But let's see what happens.
Right there.
Both teams are fully armed and fully ready. They have
Oh, this is a nice spot.
play. Let's see what SM does here. Everyone's coming in like
Right there.
Get out of my
You
way.
did good. Right there.
far mid.
I dropped
I got the spike.
Smoke off the enemy to try and make sure that they can't try and peek us from one. They get that quick kill there over there in that switch.
This is up top.
They are gonna take this opportunity.
Get him, wingman.
Sam gets blinded there. And
There.
we've got
Enemy spotted B.
A site for the most part. Trying to make sure they clear it off. We got a couple more kills. Enemy now they're in position to make sure that they can lock down this site. Kona here put down his trips, put down some defensive measures. Nothing on site, but stuff down to make sure that they can keep behind. They're going to just wait and see if
One enemy remaining.
you see Chris Kragan here is hiding in he's trying to make sure that see that okay, nice. You can see that they were trying to use a wingman to defuse. That didn't work. They tried to defuse themselves, but our boys again sprayed right into the smoke to make sure that they're not getting away with that kill. The first even match on eco there, and you can see our boys came out with a victory. This puts the enemy team in a precarious position. Looks like 4 people on the enemy team are going to be able to full buy right now. Maybe Toastar will also be able to partial buy, but Kiro, unfortunately, is not going to have enough for a full buy here. And this is going to affect them overall. Maybe he's already full buy. Maybe that's why his money low. It's kind of hard to tell exactly, but respect.
Satchel up.
Which again, pushing it down mid. That makes
Spike down mid.
and Dominic gets less than ideal. Oh man, they're all getting picked off. Looks like PIS
Last player
ready.
standing.
Molded.
And Sam,
No sweat.
3 kills. Can he go all the way with this one? Sam, this is your chance, man. Oh, man, he's covering every angle. He's got team on mid site on their team right now, and he is trying to just control the scene. This is something that's so scary. When the enemy team takes mid on you on defense on Sunset, they can just take so many angles. So the enemy team has to know generally where he is. So Sam is not very
Run, little man.
anxious. Oh, he gets picked off there. Trying to pick both angles at once. He knew he was in a crossfire. He was trying to peek both. That's all he could do. But man, cutting down 3 out of 5 by himself, that is a good way to end a round.
Can I get a drop?
If you are in a poor position. That means that you can go ahead and make their eco suffer a little bit. That's 3 more guns that they have to buy in the next round. So even though it was a loss, there's no moral victory.
Let's see how it
but
goes.
That was a still strategic
here.
loss on SM's part there, right? That win. Make sure the other
Someone's there.
as much as possible.
I got the spike.
All right, SM did again, and they're pushing towards the side. They want to try and secure mid here as best they can and see where they go. You can see that they're spraying through the smoke there in mid, trying to keep the enemy team honest. The smoke has gone down. Your players deep on A. I think what they're thinking is,
Buddy out.
we've got mid. We've got them thinking we're pushing B because of all this mid pressure. Now's our chance to rotate. And again, because they had that mid control, they had some choices. They could go both ways on this one.
Right there.
Making this push towards A.
Dizzy has target.
Okay, now there's some contact. Go ahead and get that kill on the start.
Sana.
Line here. The team knows they're there. Then they know the
Blow him up, Mosh.
corners.
Grenade! Satchel out.
Sure,
Satchel
are
out.
off site, and yep, they've got everything there. So we're gonna go ahead and plant now. Oh,
30
and
seconds left.
two-
Spike down A.
Chris goes ahead and gets one of the kills back. We can see
I know exactly where you are. One enemy remaining.
Hey, yourself a kill. They didn't have to plan to get that kill. They got everything.
Ultimate is ready.
Man, I hate to leave it here. SM Valorant is in such a good position in this round, and we hope to see them continue to do the best. Remember, you can pick up this game over on VHL.GG, stream on Twitch, and see their progress there. We'll check in on them from time to time, but we are going to head back over to League of Legends, where SM has now begun their second match against PISD. And we are just now entering the laning phase. And man, an interesting development here with what's going on top on the different picks and bans here. So you can see here, he's not Maokai. This is Titus we're looking at. He's not Maokai. He's not Garen. He's not Shen. All of his favorites are picked. He's playing Mordekaiser. This is probably his fourth pick amongst his champions there. I didn't see the pick bans go down. I would guess that PISD was really looking to focus down Titus, make him as uncomfortable as possible, just because, man, he was dominating top lane. And even though he wasn't getting a lot of the kills, that pressure is just so hard to come back from. And you saw last game how unkillable a tank can get if left unhindered. So they tried something else. And they went with a different pick as well. Instead of Set, they are now bringing on Volibear here, who, man, is both, Volibear, kind of like Maokai last game, has a heal mechanic dug into him, but it's not a very strong one. Again, And, you know, I think Titus realizes I got to just keep on the harass. I got to keep on making sure that this guy is suffering for every little exchange. Every time he comes near this minion wave, he's going to take some damage and he's going to suffer a little bit for it. Oh my God, and they're going for a full engage here. I don't know what this enemy team is doing. Oh, he's hoping that his friend will come in and help him out. There is, oh, good flash away by Titus there. Make sure he doesn't get caught in that stun or slow. I'm not exactly sure if it's a stun or a slow. It doesn't matter. He avoided the enemy abilities, and man, it was the bait of a lifetime. Titus was just banging on the enemy Volleybear nonstop there to try and force him into a bad position, and Volleybear just starts walking at him instead of dying though. He was hoping that his enemy jungler Talia would be able to come in and make the difference there. Didn't matter. Titus was able to avoid the gank and get out quickly. And I haven't seen where it happened. It looks like towards middle lane, the enemy jungler tried again to gank and failed. This has given SM another kill early on, and we're off to an early 3-0 lead. This is great position for us to be in. Man, let's take a look at our team here. You can see that if you look above the mini map, you can see the different characters that are being shown there. And we have that blue face there with the 4 under it. That is a Hecarim. Hecarim is the exact same jungler that Eric was playing last game, which kind of allows him to be, you know, a little bit mobile. Hecarim's a very fast champion. He could jump in the ganks very fast, and he's very tanky as well. You could see that second in the little ninja-looking red-faced guy there is Zed. Zed is basically Daniel's best character. And I think he might have been banned last game, which is why we didn't see it from Daniel that last game. And I think in order to try and counter Titus, they gave Daniel his Zed. And this might be a decision they will come to regret because Daniel can pop off sometimes as Zed. Wrapping it up, we have Cho'Gath, of all characters, as our support on bottom. We got a little exchange going on up in here. This is not going Titus's way. He has been taking a few extra hits they didn't need to. You know, part of this exchange when you're trying to go for hits on top and bottom is anytime you attack the enemy champion, all the minions change their mind and they say, wait a minute, I don't want to fight the meaningless minions on the enemy team. I'm going to hurt the champion that's hurting my boss instead. So you got to be careful with some of those exchanges. You can take more damage than you deal out if you do it in the wrong position. But I think things are kind of balancing out here. You can see, man, that Volleybear is just getting beat on by our minions, but he has to. He doesn't want the tower to come in and get all those last hits. So he's intentionally trying to keep that wave from getting too close to his own tower. And Titus, on the other hand, is saying, nope, we're going to continue to try and shove this wave deep into your tower. We're going to make you lose this. Yep, he's going to lose some minion creeps there. And this is actually a really good exchange for Titus. It's also allowing Titus to back up a little bit. Continuing around the horn there to see what else is going on. You can see that we have Cho'Gath. That's the monster-looking character in the icon above the map there. That's being played by James, our support character. Real interesting choice going with Cho'Gath, I think. Cho'Gath is a tanky character. He has some good CC. He has a silence. He has a slow. He has a stun, actually. And overall, you know, it's really hard to die with him. And I think that's kind of what they're hoping for with their support. If we can just, you know, have some good CC support to go with our ADC, we're going to be able to make sure that Noah, who is our ADC, can go ahead and get a lot of kills and be fed for later on. And there is some action going on in bottom lane. It's hard to see it on the mini-map there, but you can see that we are all over their jungle. We are past their enemy turret and pushing them back. And I think they're hoping for a gank there to try and at least get a kill there, but instead they're just pushing the enemy so far back that they can't even farm. The enemy ADC is getting no farm from this. They've died several times on bottom. This is going great on bottom lane. And for our ADC, Noah is playing Senna. It's just actually kind of an interesting choice because as an ADC, Senna can do a lot of damage, but she takes a while to ramp up. But in the process of ramping up, she has some really good support for the rest of her team. Senna's able to heal, amongst other things. And I think maybe the thought here is that bottom lane will just be working on denial. We're going to make sure that the enemy team, the enemy ADC doesn't get fed. We're going to stay alive, and we're going to be able to fight for lead games so that maybe Daniel and maybe a little bit of Titus can help carry us here. Oh, Daniel's going for a play here, but it doesn't work, unfortunately. He's playing a character named Mordekaiser that can put the enemy inside a special little death zone with just him and that enemy, and only they fight inside that death zone. Unfortunately, towers also come in that death zone. So the enemy Volibear used his ultimate ability, which is a leap, to leap away from Titus and under the safety of his tower. So Titus wasn't able to do anything with that. But they're still deep inside this fight here. The enemy is getting a gank support from their jungler. Titus flashes away to make sure that he doesn't get caught in any CC, and he is safe and sound. Now they're looking a little bit even here on health in the top lane. Titus is thinking about buying, but it really depends on what that jungler does. If that jungler is going to continue to push, Titus has to stay here. He cannot let them know. Oh, he's going to use some harass while he's here. Why not 2v1? Titus is fighting him under the towers. He's going to get a kill, and he might be able to walk away. No, he doesn't walk away. But that is enough to break the momentum of that two-man push on top. Tally has given up and saying, okay, there's nothing more I can do here. I'm out of here. Titus makes the most of that. He wanted to go back to base anyway. He gets a kill in the process, and things are looking up for SM. SM is leading this match, 7 kills to 5 right now. It looks like we have a tower down on bottom. It looks like Daniel is roaming everywhere, all over the jungle between mid and bottom, and they are punishing him all along the way. Still, somehow in all of this, it looks like the enemy team... Nope, I take that back. We did get the first dragon as well. Remember that in that bottom river, that gap between the two lanes, there is that super creep, right? This dragon that can give a huge buff and a huge reward, and we were able to get that first one, which is part of why things are going so smoothly now. Titus is right back up here in top lane. He's going head-to-head with the enemy Volibear there, making sure that we're getting some punish here, and he is doing it well. Good job, League of Legends. They put themselves in a good position. We're going to transition over to Valorant for a moment, where the Valorant team has put together one heck of a show
this
for
is a nice
us. They are dominating Sunset. And this is what I think they were hoping to do, man. Get this little map, get Ascent out of the way, and get to the maps that they know that they can beat this other team on. And you can see that they won round 1. Not round 1. They won the opening half, and I think they won the pistol round as well here. It looks like we have some. They don't.
Deploy destroyed.
Pistol round. Not so much now. One man down. Looks like the enemy team is pushing on me.
Spike planted.
So they're gonna wait.
Here we go. Little man. Enemy stays.
Last player standing.
And Ray. That phone number. We'll ignore that.
They don't like. Why can't we just hurry
Say numbers is Ray in there. He came late in the site. He was hoping to get that flank, but maybe just a little bit too late to take full advantage of that
Right there.
flank. So they were on to him by the time he peeked, and they got him down in the
This
crossfire.
goes here.
But our team, looks like we lost pistol. Looks like we lost round 2. If you lose pistol round, you expect to lose round 2. It's fine. We have a full buy now. The enemy team has full
Let's make
guns.
some
This is the
chaos.
first real round here where we're gonna see if we could do something with this eco. So let's see. You can see it is so important. We've got 2 people staking out mid. If they even think about peeking, 3 people staking out mid. If they even think about peeking, they're gonna get their head just blown up.
Shadows traveling.
B site. He is a sentinel. This is within his ability range. And at A site is where it's all happening. So everyone's site now. We gotta trade. So good job for getting that first trade.
Shut up, Mush.
Yes, we get it.
Spike down A. One
Awesome.
enemy remaining.
Sam's getting a kill. And man, do they have control of the spike? Yes, they have
Gun here.
control of the spike.
Cage triggered.
You can see on the mini map there, Glorious Scope, where he's posted right now. There's a little yellow spot behind him on the mini map. Oh, it doesn't even matter. They just get the last pick. And SM is in great position in this match. In Valorant, he goes
I need a drop.
4 wins, and they have this map. So let's see if
Touch, touch.
they are pulling it together here, and they're going to do some mighty fine work. And I think when it comes down to it, SM just knows the strategy. They know strategies.
Let's
that
do what
work
we
for
do.
this map better than PISD. You look at the different ways that they're defending, right? They're giving a lot of space on B because they know they can come and retake that. They are stacking mid. They know how.
Dizzy's down.
There's my
We don't see it. Shut up. A little bit. And every time they out of now, these guys can't get out of there.
I know exactly where you are.
Kill the rat. We found them on B, making sure that two more fights.
Spike down B. One enemy remaining.
Dom gets another kill. Oh, so water kill. Hey, good job, SM. They're in a commanding position. This has
Match point.
I saw them too.
CISD with that win, and two wins in a row means that they have all the things they need. They're one way win from winning this match, and this could be it. Let's see if SM gets here. While we have a bit of a breather here, big shout out to our other SMs that have played this year. Saw some great seasons.
Get out of my way!
Overwatch.
I got enemies
made it to
mid,
the
my
finals,
ult's ready.
grand
Cover
finals.
going out.
Rocket League, which won the grand finals last night, and from Fortnite, which won the grand finals last week. We'll have some more details for that about that. Big shout out to everyone on the tremendous season. Coaches.
Someone's there.
One enemy remaining. Spike down mid.
And there's the win!
Defenders
oh my
win.
God! The enemy team
Hell
tries
yeah.
to go to every angle, and we caught them at every angle. SM with the huge win on Sunset, and we are now tied 1-1 on maps as SM transitions to the end here. Looking at the leader, looking at the scoreboard, Glorious Goat, Dominic, again with a dominating performance, followed up by his brother Chris, who just are doing great there. Sam putting in the work, Kona putting in the work, Rayan, he had a good game. I mean, he played his role well. I hear he's fighting off a little bit of a bug, so we always want more from Rayan. We love it when we see it from Rayan, but he's doing his job, and we can't ask for more than that. Good job all the way around, and we'll catch you guys later on in the next map, a little bit in the next map, as we move on to check in on League of Legends. Oh, it's non-stop here today. And League of Legends is continuing their domination. Folks, this is what's called a blowout. Go ahead and take a look at the score up at the top right there. That 17, yeah, that's our kills. That 5, that's the enemy kills. You can see Titus here has pushed deep on the top lane. You can see that we've taken first tower on everything but mid tower, but that mid tower is about to go down as we speak, and it looks like we might get a team fight here. No, not yet. The enemy team doesn't want to mess with this noise right now, and SM is just having their way. We're pounding on this tower, and they don't even want to engage yet. But the minion wave is dying off, so we are going to have to back off a little bit and maybe wait for a second round. All right, enemies trying to engage now. They're going for a team fight. Titus goes ahead and takes the enemy Volibear into the netherworld, and they're going to 1v1 in there for a little bit. As you can see, with Volibear gone, the enemy tank was gone, the other boys were able to clear everything out without any worry of harass, and this is exactly what we wanted to see. Excellent work by everyone in that fight. We didn't lose anyone in that fight. Everyone got their licks in, and this is a great spot for us to be in, man. It's it's a good day to be an Eagle, man. That's one of our mottos here at the school, and you can see that this is definitely the case for our League of Legends team. It's putting in work. They pushed in deep on mid. I think they got the inhib there. Yeah, they got the inhib there. They got the base tower. So that mid lane is going to be non-stop pushing, and they're going ahead and taking another dragon here. That's more gold, more to advantage, and you can see this game is quickly snowballing out of control for the enemy team. This is going to be a hard press comeback for them if they're able to pull it. They're hoping that right there, maybe they could team up a little bit. 3 of us put together, maybe we could take down Hecarim, but it's just too much for them to take. Hecarim takes all 3 of them down. Big assist there from Cho'Gath, and it is nothing. Eric is still going at it. He wants more, and we are just taking everything that we could take. Oh my god, 3v4ing. The enemy team is in no position to stop SM. And man, there's nothing they could do. They need to stop taking these fights. PISD is just they're fighting SM, and they think, oh man, there's only 2 of them. If 4 of us attack, maybe we'll take them out. We're too strong. SM's too strong. We're too fed right now. So you can see we got another kill on the last player of PISD, Ophelios. He goes down, and they take another base tower. The Nexus towers are taking a beating. This could be the end of SM. This could be the pain coming down, the hammer being brought down, and another SM victory. They're fighting under the turrets. They're fighting at the fountain. They don't care. Okay, Titus going ahead and taking him into the netherworld. That is the enemy Yone. That is the mid laner, and he's going to get the kill, and he's going to take out another one. Alrighty here. Oh my goodness, there goes another one. Nice ult there from Hecarim to secure that kill. They're pounding on the tower. The Nexus comes next. We know what this means. SM victory underway. He doesn't even care about taking the fire hits. This is the win for SM. And another victory for them. Man, I think this might be the game. I think that might be it for SM. SM is I don't know if they do best of 3 or best of 5 in League of Legends. I'll find out for you that in a moment. Oh, that exit! I think that means that is it for SM. So with that, we are going to be transitioning to a break. Congratulations on League of Legends! You guys are the champions of the spring semester in VHL. Good game all the way around. We'll be back in a bit to catch you up with the conclusion of the Valorant match.
player standing. One enemy remaining.
You forget your place.
And we are back. Hello, everyone. We are here once again with map 3 for the Valorant match. It's going to be 1-1 right now in a best-of-3 series for our varsity team. I'm super excited for this. How are you doing today, Berkman?
Oh, doing good, man. This is Coach Taz and Coach Berkman here. We're both in here. We're super pumped about League of Legends win there at the end. You guys got a chance to see it, and now we're hoping to see the same thing out of SMCHS varsity Valorant.
Absolutely. This is shaping up to be quite a good match so far. Now, I am curious to see how they're going to want to play this. I've never really seen Cypher played, especially on attack on Lotus.
Yeah, these days though, it seems like everyone is playing Cypher on every map.
You were telling me earlier.
We won the pistol round. We missed the beginning of the round here as we're trying to get Taz set up as well. And but it looks like we won the pistol round, so we have the gun advantage going into this one. And it looks like they went for an early fake on C. They threw a lot of it. They threw a lot of util there, but it was just enough to get the enemy team to overcommit. It looks like we're getting free A right now.
Ooh. Dominic here pushing way aggressive with the judge, but that's kind of what he always does, for what I've noticed.
And he gets away with it, man. It's amazing some of the things he pulls off, man.
Seriously. Also, the second round Vandal, I'm not sure I'd expect it, but I suppose if we see results. Oh, and the judge finds one, but it's taken up by his shorty. No. Oh, it's gonna be 2-2. We cannot afford to lose this round, though. Honestly, after all we bought, we can't give them any of it. Oh my, that's the collat. I love to see the collat there.
Rayan going through and getting himself some picks there. He's not going into this game quietly.
Rayan popping off.
We knew that we wanted to see some more out of Rayan for sure.
Seriously.
And this is the move we wanted to see.
He is in our room right now, just across the hall from us, and he has kind of been screaming all series. So I wanted to see that sort of explosive personality in the game.
Yes.
Oh, now unfortunately, Dom's already gonna be pushed back to just running the shorty, but I guess he enjoys it. And why does he already have ult?
Because he's gotten a few orbs and he's gotten himself a few kills.
I wish
And you know what? One of the strategies here on Lotus is, you know, you can push C site so easily. I think our team is going to just try and take command of C every single time we can until the enemy team tries to shake something up. There should only be but the enemy team was ready. 2 people on C site ready to try and defend that thing right away, and we got a problem here, folks. Our spike is on C site on the other side of that smoke, flooded with enemies.
I'm not sure how we're gonna want to approach this, but honestly, at least we have one watching the flank here. I'm not sure who's playing the Omen right now, but oh, are they gonna try and rotate through B? No, they're just watching it out. Makes sense. They have absolutely no entry here. I mean, we have one bird.
This is tough. I think maybe our planning here, we're waiting for the smoke to get down. Smoke is now down. We gotta make some peaks, but we know they're gonna be waiting along C. Probably got people waiting in Waterfall too. And we don't have our entry. We don't have our initiator.
Ooh, did they not check corner? Oh, that's tragic. And they get another Vandal off that. That's tragic.
Man.
I mean, in the end, just don't give your entry frag the spike.
Yeah. That's a big thing there. They probably should have had the spike on someone that was going to play back a little bit, not on Dominic there, but. Man, you know, I think their strategy wasn't bad going into that one. They're thinking we're going to get a quick push on C. We're going to go ahead and take the site quickly, and we have some ults. We have some advantages. But, man, PISD was just ready for it. They had so many people there. That's totally unexpected. Normally, C is a solo job. There's just one person there. It's usually KJ. So
I mean, it could just tell how predictable our team has been. I didn't get to watch... Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to watch much of the last match as I was with our league team, but if our team's predictable like that, then it's going to make sense, or if we make too much noise here. But it looks like we are going to get a much better entry here onto C already.
Yep.
They find the kill early, which is going to be huge. Coda, not even meaning for that at first, but finds a nice pick off on their KJ, and now we're going to be on site.
And now this is where things get interesting on C site, because C site, the reason why only one person normally defends it is it's really easy to retake.
Exactly, and our team's gonna play back knowing that though. We're gonna be prepared, I assume, for Thrash potentially to go out from Gecko, or we're just gonna try and I don't have game audio, so I can't hear from the diffusing. But
yeah, they're not. But I can, you know, this is a strategy. Oh,
Oh!
you can see
Wait.
the enemy team is pushing.
Oh!
Rayan's behind them.
Rayan, oh my gosh.
Oh,
Nice!
Rayan gets the headshot to finish it off.
What was that? Oh my.
You know, one thing they were pulling off last map that I've seen on this map is they would plant and they would go off-site and fight through the smoke. Because if they heard anyone try and trigger it, they know where that spike is, and they're going to spray through it. And I think this is something that they learned early in the year against this team specifically, because that site, C site, is so easy to take. Every single time they took it, the PISD would just come swarming in and lay them all out. But this time, instead of sitting on C site, they are playing off of C site and waiting for PISD to make a move.
I kept hearing about how much they were getting kills through the smoke. I just didn't realize it was this excessive.
Yes.
Now we are going to be defaulting here, it looks like 2v1 or 2v3A, but
split at least. I think they're making a play on B.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to be going through the little connector. Oh,
Yeah, so they're going on A lane.
Sam does live that somehow, even though I feel like he got. Oh no, he barely took damage.
They smoked off every.
Oh, Coda pushing so aggro. Is killed by the sheriff though. Gives him a vandal. Wait, Sam is going to...
Oh my god!
Wait a minute.
Everyone's popping off on the back on the other side there.
The crossfire is huge. They did not expect that. That's going to be a very clean play. Oh, and they're going to have 2 ults here. I wish we could get some tabs up. I need just to see what everyone's at. I might run over and ask them to tab every so often.
We could do a little bit of math here, right?
Yeah.
We had the, you know, PISD didn't have to buy a lot there, so they probably have some coin here, because they had some guns going into that last round. We obviously had won a few, so we were able to full buy. We are in a great economic position now. Yeah, so I mean, we'll see how this goes.
This is definitely going to be, and Coach Berkman is going to be right back, as he's going to ask him to tab every so often. But now, oh, Chris is immediately going to find 1 kill on their Gecko, which is going to be very nice, as they're not going to have to deal with Dizzy or anything. Then they're all going to start trying to push A site, which I am definitely a fan of. Going through the door here, potentially. Catching anyone in a tree? Nope. Crashes out, finds none on the site somehow. And the rest of the team is just going to start pushing forward. Hopefully they can get a recast on Thrash. And they just get Spike planted as Coach Berkman joins me back here in the casting.
1 enemy remaining.
But ooh, we are going to be bringing it down to a 5v1, and that's going to be very nice for us, because all we have to do is just not let them do what our team is known to and just kind of frag out. And Kono secures the final kill. Very nice. Gonna be a 5-1. I really like that lead for us, especially on a map where we kind of, you were telling me earlier, Berkman has sort of a notoriety to be a bit rough for us at times against the team.
Yeah, I mean, you know, obviously we saw very early in the Sen. We were peeking in and out of the game of Sen, and they fell behind early. But I think we figured out how to beat this team finally.
Yeah.
We've actually had a few losses to this team all year long. We faced them in the tournament. We faced them last season. We faced them early in the season, and there have been a few losses that piled up. But I think this is going to be the key, right? This team knows the set.
Wow. The whiffs from the enemy breach there just allow Dominic to get another kill. And Kona finds 1. Oh, is not able to find a second, unfortunately. Now it's going to be a 3v3. And I'm not sure where we're going to look to go. I mean, our Gecko's looking C here maybe, but everyone's at a different site. Maybe just trying to find a pick on a flank.
Yeah, I mean, 2 dead on both sides. This is basically a new map. Oh, we got some vision there, but he is so hurt.
Chris does find the Gecko though. That's gonna be huge, and the trackers come on out from our sky.
That is the site. We've got A. We got the kill. That's where we're gonna go.
Oh, now we just need our Sky to heal up. Our poor Rayon. Very nice.
That lovely healing. Thank you.
The full health now.
All right, so we're making sure that they can't take Heaven by taking this position.
1 enemy remaining.
Oh, nice. That's a nice kill from Sam on the Gecko. Last, I don't know that we have. Oh no, he's on site and is taken down. There goes the Brim.
Rayan was looking up there the whole time.
Yeah,
He's
he
like, I think
was.
someone's in that smoke. If he peeks, I'm gonna kill him. But he went forward, and our team collapsed on him with a crossfire there. So perfect
Yes.
position play out of all of our boys there.
Maybe there was some kind of sound cue I didn't hear.
Yeah, I don't know how he knew he was up there, man. These guys, though, they have such great instincts already.
Absolutely.
And you know what's really great seeing right now? These guys are playing loose. They seem
Yeah.
to be having some fun. It's been a struggle of a season between sicknesses, between robotics, between
other just medical appointments
yeah,
or whatever.
Just all kinds of random things. This team has played a lot of 4v5s throughout the year, and it's been a frustrating year for them, to say the least.
Yes.
But I think they are kind of finding their groove, and it's the perfect time. So it looks like we're trying to clear out C site there. They saw one. I think they saw two, so I think that's their cue that we're not taking C. So they're going for the switch now.
Yeah, for sure. The C is going to be a nice point for us, I think, especially with our Raze ult up. We can, yep, and the Rocket Fuse comes on out. Oh, but is taken down by the enemy KJ. That's going to be so unfortunate. And I believe they just used their rocket as well. But it finds none, so now it's going to be an even 4v4 because the KJ taken out. Oh! That's going to be a nice even trade, though. That's going to be 3v3. It's going to be a 2v2, but we're half health on each of us, but we still have the spike. It's going to be crucial.
That's not good.
Nope, but the door did close already, so they can't capitalize on it. We just need someone to watch that flank now. Oh, that's going to be unfortunate. And Rand did not swing to get the trade.
A little bit late on that swing there. Now Lane's in the tough position. Now he's going to try and have to figure this all out himself.
Gets the whiff, unfortunately. That was close, though. He totally had the opportunity to take that. Rayon is going to be top fragging still, I believe. But yep, there he is. But it was not quite enough there. We do have two ults, though, and two very strong ones at that.
And we can see that they still have pretty good econ. All that early success is carrying them through these later rounds where things are getting a little bit tougher, but not dire. That's for darn sure.
Yeah,
this
that's
is the perfect position you want to be in, except for maybe that dreaded 9-3 curse.
Not just that, but also just the opponent's ult eco is going to be rough because they do have 4 ults here. Jeez, they're throwing all their util at Sam here.
He gets caught.
Unfortunately, and that breach does find 2, but we find 2 in return thanks to our endeavors on actually still A. Oh, geez, that breach finds 3. The brim is down, though, so it's going to be a 2v2. We are managing to trade somehow in completely different circumstances here.
Oh, man, Ryan is
and we just popped
deep, but he's going to try and for a huge creep here to try and see if he can't pick someone unawares from the back. He doesn't have his gun out.
It doesn't matter.
Rayon gets it out
Rayon finds the frag. That's going to be incredible. And they did see the KJ ult here, or not the KJ ult, sorry, the Cypher ult, which was able to show us that KJ was last seen B. Oh, let's go, Rayon.
They get it with the frags.
Oh
my goodness, that was a heartbreaker. But Ryan's come ready to play this game, man. He is. I kind of nudged him in between rounds.
I saw that.
Like, you know what, Ryan? This is your moment. It's time to shine, King, and he's ready to go.
As a reminder, 3 people on this team are seniors, so they are playing their hearts out because this is their last match of high school esports. Oof. And I will say, I think the opposing breach did also get caught with his knife out.
Yep. They were both like, "Oh shoot, what are we gonna do? We all have knives out."
It works. And now they're gonna be playing for A.
They're going for an A rush here, which is tough, man.
But Dom does find one. It's gonna be traded against.
Nice stun, but no.
I think that actually splashed and suppressed herself.
Oh. Yeah,
that's gonna be a 3v4, 3v3. Sorry, Rayon. Sorry to cut you off there.
Man.
Oh, 2v2. Sorry. Oh, 1v2. I just stopped talking.
There's a lot of people dead, and there's only Rayon alive.
Rayon is our hero of the match.
Maybe this is all we need, though.
He still has blind.
So he's creeping towards the back here. He knows that if he's gonna make a play, he needs to somehow. Oh, you can see a peek there. He's trying to.
But they can see him.
He knows that if he's gonna make a play, he has to get that spike somehow.
Finds
and he
the
gets
spike.
it somehow. And he teleports out.
There's no way.
Okay.
He actually makes it out.
All right, so he has a lot of choices now that he has that. And
I don't think they know that he has spike.
Hmm.
I would just go plant, but I'm not the one playing, am I? Oh, unfortunate. The enemy breach does find the frag.
Oh, they were both there. He would have gotten swung with the second one. But, man, interesting play there. And continuing the show why he's on this team too. He
Serious.
can do it too, man. Oh my gosh, you love to see it.
Oh, he is the elder of this team for sure. I believe wasn't he the only one on the team before this year? Rather?
It's true. And Rand's been a hallmark of our esports program here. We're actually really gonna miss him.
No, absolutely.
He's been part of our Rocket League team for years. He's been on and off the Valorant team for years. He's even thrown a little bit of League of Legends in there. And if we let him, he'd be playing Fortnite too.
You know, he tried out for the Overwatch team last year.
Really? I'm not surprised.
I didn't let him play 4 esports at once, so. Or it might have been this fall, actually. I can't recall at this point.
You know, here at SM, we have students that are trying to be fantastic at everything. We have students here that are,
They succeed,
as
though.
we mentioned,
Oh,
robotics.
wait.
Oh, here we go.
Oh!
More plays.
Dom fighting a nice kill, but is going to be supped. And, ooh, but I believe Chris was covering here. Oh no!
No, that's what we were
He's out. Oh my gosh.
A huge nuke was rained from the sky by the enemy Brimstone, and he did not want to be a part of that.
Not at all. And they're going to make the rotate on to B here, it looks like. But Brim is going to find Rayon, unfortunately. Chris is going to contest it, though. I don't know why we threw that smoke down, I will say. I don't exactly agree with it.
All right, Spike is down in mid, and it looks like...
Oh, the one tap!
You know what it was? They knew he was stuck in tree. They just
That's
sat there and waited him. He was
Oh
eventually
my
going to have to
gosh.
show his face.
That was such a clean shot. Now they're going to have to use their ults, though. This is final round of the half.
Yeah, but as I was saying, we have some fantastic students here at SM, and our esports players are some of the best, man.
Yes.
We have IB students, AP students, 4.0 students, robotics, volleyball. We have people from all sorts, so we can be more proud of the work that they put in, not just here in esports, but in their entire endeavor here in SM. And these guys are just showing us why, you know, that's why it's a great day to be an Eagle, right?
I could not agree more. I know, at least on the Overwatch team, we do have some IB students. I don't know about any of the other teams.
Oh man, this is all of our teams up and down. Oh, we've got players in theater. The list goes on.
Theater goes everywhere, I will say. Oh, that is going to be a nice old kill from Dom. Showstopper finds it, and
Now
the
that
enemy
big-
KJ ult's going to be
That big bubble that
annoying.
we're looking at is called the Killjoy
Lockout, I think it is? Lockout or lockdown?
Lockout, something like that.
Oh, they
Basically-
find a detain. I think that's on Kona. Yep, taken down, but they're able to trade one. Oh, unfortunately does not find the second, but now it's going to be a 2v3. We've seen them come back from this, especially with Thrash up. That's going to... Did that find it, or was that shut down?
No, I think it was killed.
I think it
before
was
got
as
there.
well. Oh, but Sam finds one. Oh, the last one's going to be happening. They know it. That's going to be Sam finding
Sam
the trade.
gets a kill,
30
nice.
HP.
And SM preserves the 9-3
Oh,
lead.
I
going
don't know
into
if
the
we should
switch
cheer
here.
that, man.
I
I
mean,
don't know.
you know what? I'll take a lead when I can get it. For those that are not familiar with Valorant, there is a traditional 9-3 curse, where 9-3 feels like a very commanding position to be in, but it
Oh.
often leads to heartbreak because
The 9-3 curse, whoever has the 9 just goes down in flames. But
now it's guys, we're winning. This is not a bad this is not
Exactly.
a bad thing.
it's
It
a
just-
superstition.
It's just, you know, superstitiously you want to be more advanced or not as advanced for whatever reason. So whatever. This is fine. This is fine. We're going great. We're getting great games out of our boys here, and you can be better looking into the second half and make things happen.
Now, going into the second half here, I'm curious to see what kind of pistols each team is going to buy. I usually just stick with the Ghost. I feel like it's the most consistent option, but I know a lot of people here are just going to go for the Light Shields and Classic.
Yeah, I've been seeing a few people pull Buckies here and there, but there's
Yeah.
oh
Ooh, Sam
my
fighting
God,
too.
Sam getting the Ghost.
Oh, and
my
Rayon
God.
fighting one as well. But no one else is going to be on the A site. I don't know where everyone else is going to be, but they're going to be rushing through B. They're just going to rush onto enemy territory, and that's
Yes.
going to be an amazing
We're winning
win.
this pistol round, and you know what? If they keep this up, they're going to be winning this map as well. No problem.
Now, I believe Berkman may have to take a call real fast, so you'll be stuck with me here. Going into this next round, we are going to definitely see some weird picks. I can't say I expect this lineup here, especially with the light armor bulldog. Not something I can say I see very frequently. But going into this round, I do believe that we'll make great value out of it. I'm not sure where we're going to use the Marshal, actually. Oh, that looks like that's going to be a Marshal on A here. Wait, did we just... yeah, we see them going A side, I believe. But no one's made absolutely any moves yet.
Okay.
Okay, the no scope's pretty nice. I'll give it to. I'll give that.
He's using the scout here, which is usually a one-hit kill if you get the head, but oh my god.
He's still going for the no scope.
He's still going for the no scope. Who even needs to
Rayon
scope on a
Y,
sniper
the
thing?
Marshall no scopes.
Oh, Dominic getting a kill there.
Oh,
He
the
gets a
ricochet.
grenade kill.
Finds
Dom's
finds
finishing
the
it up.
4K. You know, if we didn't see that the no scope, I think that would have been an ace.
Oh my gosh. Excellent game out of Dominic as usual, but
Our token
Rayon's
radiant player.
balling out here.
Rayon is playing incredibly right now. Unfortunately, gonna have to get the light armor though. Not sure if that's gonna cost him at all, but hey, we only have 2 rounds left to win, and that'll be serious because it's 1-1 right now, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oof. So this is the last match. Oh,
This is
Chris,
for the-
I'm not sure what's going on with him in the chat there.
I hope it means his internet isn't going out again.
Again? Oh boy.
Yeah. You know, it's been a non-stop
Yeah.
thing this year, right?
That's
Oh,
true.
we get an early sight of them, like showing C. We don't know if they're gonna stay C, but they went ahead and put out an early.
Looks like
smoke.
they are.
Really? These guys are going for it.
They're
This is a bad. play
very
on
aggro.
PIST.
Oh, they might be rotating out now, but like I said, I don't have the audio, so
I hear shots here, but it
Okay.
looks like
looks
they're,
like they're batting
they're
out.
backing out. That's that. There we go.
Yep, they're on A. Rayon finds 1. Rayon finds 2. Oh, does not find the 3rd.
Oh, that is perfect, man.
That's a good
Playing
trade though.
anchor for the team, making sure that if they go for the rotate, they're gonna pay. They're gonna have to fight for it, and that is exactly what you want.
It's as good as it gets, really. Trading 2 for 1 in this situation. Now, oh wait, he finds one with the bombs with the nade as well.
Oh my god, he gets another nade kill! Okay.
Jeez, that is an insane play there from Dominic.
Wow.
Oh,
Oh man.
he came to play after these last few rounds. Saw Rayon was top of the leaderboard. Said he is not going to allow it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are 1 win away from seeing a second champion born here today on
the day.
SMCHS Twitch today. Will it happen in this round or will it happen soon? We don't know, but it's likely to happen.
And I'll remind you all, these aren't the only 2 teams that have made it to grand finals. On Monday, or a week ago from Monday, we had our Fortnite team winning the division. On this past week, we've had our Overwatch team on Tuesday, unfortunately losing grand finals, and yesterday we had our Rocket League team actually take an absolutely insanely dominant fashion the Rocket League championships in top division.
Over Modern Day.
Over Modern Day as well.
We like to see that as well.
And this is Div 1 as well. I will say this is the highest level of competition in VHL for Valorant. Oh my! Finds 2 with the showstopper. Was he not trying?
Oh no!
Jesus!
Oh no! He knows
And
someone
that's-
behind that, and that's the end.
That's the game!
That is the most insane way I have ever seen
That
us end a Valorant set. Oh my!
Oh my goodness, folks! I don't know if
What?
we could have gotten a better round out of the team than we just saw. This was an
Ending
absolute
13-3.
domination from beginning to end. We saw great plays from all of our players. Every single one coming out positive. Yeah, Chris doesn't have a positive. Nope, they all have a positive KA. Everyone did great, man. And I think they can say now, without a doubt, this is the team that's always been waiting, ready to show themselves, and they are really ready to show the league. This is what it's always been. My goodness, we could not ask for more.
Now, if you'll excuse us for a quick break, we're going to try to get an interview with Rayon, the person we've been talking about the entire set, so we will be on a quick break. Thanks for watching, y'all.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here and we are wrapping up our SMCHS esports season with a dominating victory by our Valorant varsity team. Ryan, how does it feel to finally pull away with the championship with this team?
It's well deserved after the hard work we put in and teamwork we had to endure, especially for the seniors who can't be here next year. We hope the legacy will carry on after this.
Oh man, we all hope to see the same, man. And man, I gotta just say, man, we here at the esports, the coaches especially, have been very impressed with all of you guys. You guys are work fantastically hard at being good at this game, but also like just work at being great students all the way around. You specifically, Rand, man, you're a warrior of the esports here. You've been on multiple
Ugh.
teams. Your team won a championship just yesterday in Rocket League because you're also part of the Rocket League team, and you've been in here for a while. What's the esports been like here at the esports experience been like for you here at SMCHS?
The esports experience has been just a great time, to be honest. It's like a relief of like school. It takes your mind, but it's also like a competitive way to bring yourself to the world, you know?
Yeah, and I mean, you definitely have some fantastic talents that you've been able to bring to this world. So we definitely appreciate you and the entire varsity team for really showing off here. And for any listeners out there that might be thinking about joining, man, we would love to have you guys because you can join some of the ranks like Rand here and show us what you're working with for a few years. Though I don't know if they're going to be quite on your level because this last match this is the first match that we were able to see from beginning to end, and you showed up. What now? A little bit of context here for our viewers because we had to go in and out between you guys and League of Legends. You had some quieter rounds to begin the day out. What
Oh
changed for
yeah.
this match?
Um, I think it's just I woke up and I realized that like I wanted to win a ring.
Well, that's what we like to see, man. We definitely like to see that. And he's like, you know what? We're not going into this night quietly, huh? So you're like, hey, this is my moment. Let's get out there and shine. And we loved watching it, dude. And I mean, you had Dom on the ropes there for top leaderboard for a bit. Dom's
I
showing us
know.
why he is radiant at the end there, man. Oh my God, those kills at the end blew our freaking mind. But what what's it like playing with a group of players at this level?
I mean, just playing at a high level, playing with like players at a high level in any game, just like it may seem overwhelming at first, but in the long run, it'll like boost your gameplay, boost your game sense. It teaches you how to play at high levels by playing with them.
hmm And one thing I appreciate is you guys have learned to play for each other more and more throughout the year. We've had some rough moments where we had to learn that the hard way,
Oh yeah.
but I mean, I appreciate I've appreciated watching you guys from day one because you guys it's just beautiful game whenever it's put down and we can't be happier for your guys' success. All right, I'm gonna let you go find your teammates somewhere on the internet world and celebrate. But thank you so much, Rain, and have a good one,
Thank you,
man.
Mr. Berkman.
Thank you, dude. Have a
Fantastic
good
year as a
one.
coach.
All right, folks, as I said, this wraps up our SMCHS season of esports. We have had fantastic showings across the board. We've got grand final victories from Fortnite, from Valorant, from Rocket League and League of Legends, as you saw here tonight. And the good times keep on rolling, folks. We try and put together a good program here. We obviously have some outstanding talent in our athletes. Congratulations on all the hard work you've put in. Even the teams that weren't able to make it all the way, we still had our JV Valorant team in the playoffs, and our Overwatch team made it all the way to the finals and showed tremendous spirit. Both teams throughout the entire way, and we learn here that excellence is great, but playing together as a team, having a good time, trying to find a way to represent some of that SMCHS spirit. This stuff is just as important here, and we're this is what we're kind of hoping to build. Folks, if you think this is something that you want to be interested in, please come and support esports. next year as we move into trying to expand our program even more. We're hoping to add more games, more players, make new faces, make new plays that will define the future and really show off everything we have to offer. We're also hoping to expand our streaming services here. Those that have been following our Twitch channel all year have seen our students shine in front of the camera and behind the microphone to deftly, bring to life this beautiful these beautiful games to their extreme. And we invite you guys all anyone on any students that want to take a part of this, come and be a part of this. Any parents that want to come and support esports, we'd love to have you. And we're hoping next year to create more live experiences as well, where people could come and watch these games live from the SMCHS library, from the gym, if we ever if we can get our tournament together and really show up, bring the nest to esports today. um I want to interview one last person before we end the day here. Chase, come on over here.
How's
All
it
right.
going?
Hey, Chase here is our director of esports. He's the man behind so many of the great successes that we've seen here. He created this program from the ground up. He's helped bring in coaches to make this to make each part of this program work. We're over here, on cloud nine celebrating, but none of this would have really happened without you. So first of all, Chase, thank you very much, man. Let me shake your hand because
No,
this has
no
been
problem.
fantastic.
I was told to do this, so I didn't have a choice. But here we are,
So
4 years later.
so sit down for a moment. Let's hear from you. How has this experience been? What has this whirlwind of a program building experience been like?
It's nothing new. Honestly, I've built a couple other programs like this before. This is the first esports program at a high school that I've really dealt with before. But yeah, no, it's exciting. It's fun. I'm glad the kids are having fun. I'm glad everyone's treating this like an actual sport, not just like a after school program, which it is, but it's also not. We treat this like a sport. We have coaches, we have VODs, we have matches, we do everything that a normal sport would do, right? I mean, aside from going to the gym and doing weight training, we do pretty much everything the same. So that's what it takes.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think part of the reason that we see such great success here is part of your vision of taking it seriously, and the students are really embracing that vision and believing that this is not just something fun on the side. I'm not just casually gaming here. I'm coming here to win. I'm coming here to show people out. And you know what? I think a lot of people don't realize that there are actually colleges that take notice of this kind of stuff. There are recruiters that recruit actual gamers to try and get onto campuses and try and be a gamer for their school. And I know you've kind of helped some people out in that process in the past. Can you tell us a little bit about what that process is like?
Yeah, for sure. So a lot of these schools are trying to break in, and so they're not looking for the best players in the world. They're looking for the best leaders in the world. So if you have a team that can be consistent, it doesn't matter if you're the top fragger or whatever. If you're a good leader in one of these programs, which our school is consistently being a good leader in these programs, then this is what these schools are looking for. So um, because the scene is so new, especially in the college area. There's you don't have like the NCAA, doing esports yet, but they will. And so these type of programs, they're growing, and so that's what we have to do as well. Um, so yeah, like that's how we're going to do this. That's why we're taking this so serious. This is why some of our kids are going to end up getting scholarships or not. They might just be invited to that school to go play. There might not necessarily be money behind it, but still, that's a way into the door. That's another person that you can meet. That's another um, possible way into a job, because not every job is going to be a professional gamer. Sometimes it's going to be a designer, a software engineer. It's going to be working IT, network engineer. There's all different kinds of jobs that are affected by or that are used in this type of program, that these kids are going to have an experience that nobody else is going to have. So
Not to mention the esports industry itself is just blowing up. Over the past 10 years, we've seen esports events rival some of the biggest sporting events in terms of viewership
oh, for
that
sure.
are out there. Usually live here on Twitch, but in live events as well, selling out entire arenas. And it takes someone who knows esports. It takes someone who knows what it's like to be able to make those businesses work. So these are also opportunities for a lot of our students that are coming through here and getting that live. So that's absolutely fantastic.
Oh, for sure. And I think COVID slowed all this down. I think the progress for high school esports and college esports would be way further along if it hadn't been for COVID. But I guarantee you're going to start seeing arenas, you're going to start seeing matches, local matches, and all different kinds of stuff in the next, 5 to 10 years.
Wow, it's amazing, and it's really exciting to know that our SMCH Eagles will be at the forefront of this as we continue to see some success like we saw here tonight.
That's right.
I do have one last question for you, then, Mr. Chase LeBlanc. What are we going to see here in the future for esports esports here at SM?
Our next goal is possibly adding an additional esport, maybe adding an additional coach, so more staffing. But our real goal here is going to be this program right here: streaming, growing, getting more views, getting more programs, social media, all different kinds of stuff like that. The more we're heard, the bigger we'll be, the more our school will pay attention to us.
Excellent, man. Thank you so much again, and congratulations on a good season. Congratulations to all of our coaches. This goes out to Coach Taz. This goes out to Coach Annika, and of course, Coach LeBlanc here for putting some great things, folks. That's it. We've had ourselves a heck of a run, and we couldn't be happier with the results. Thank you so much for watching. Really, we appreciate all of you viewers who came out and supported our school today and showed us what our e-nest is like a little bit. And as I said, hopefully in the future we can see more of that turn into a live nest as the esports program grows. If you have any questions and you want to find out more about the esports program here at SM, please reach out to Chase LeBlanc, or you can reach us out at esports@smhs.org on the email. And folks, that's all. This is Coach Berkman signing out. We love you. We appreciate you. Have a good rest of the semester.
Peace out.